This is the first session of me working on this painting. I have put in the guide marks as you can see on the canvas, the white lines. They will help me avoid messing up the placements, which will result in spending extra time redoing and repainting. So this is a block-in video. It's not the usual way to do a block-in. This is kind of the creative, abstract version of a block-in. I'm not just drawing. While blocking in, I'm already experimenting with colors, with form, with planes, finding and choosing the colors, the mixes that I want to use. Also, it's an opportunity for me to try out different shapes, different directions of brush strokes, and those decisions will lead me into building the abstract quality of the painting. It's like I'm setting my artistic intentions to the painting early on. In other words, we can say that it's a kind of a study that will be painted over and developed as the painting progresses. In oil painting, it's a common advice to hear to paint from dark to light. But in fact, you can do both. Because even if you try to paint from dark to light, there will be areas that will be painted just a little bit lighter or just a little bit darker. And what will happen is you will still do adjustments on the values to make the colors work. Nevertheless, it's a good guideline to follow, especially if you're doing realism. It's common to see value gradation on a form that starts darker from the edges and gets lighter as we go closer to the middle. And painting from dark to light helps you paint this seamlessly. What I'm doing here though is not totally realism. That's not what I'm going for. I used to paint more expressively. In the past, I did not try to control the elements as much as I do now. I was painting very loosely and wasn't picky about color. If my color mixes did their job, I was fine with them. I'd use them. Same applies with drawing. I wasn't so precise. And that made painting for me very enjoyable. And it worked for me. But the more you learn about painting, the more it becomes harder. And the more it becomes harder, the more I want to challenge myself and see how far I can take it. Perhaps that's the reason why, once you become a serious painter, you will be painting for the rest of your life because you're chasing this vision and you're getting closer towards achieving that vision little by little, one painting at a time. Since I've incorporated accuracy and precision to my style, painting has become more draining of my mental energy. It's not as relaxing and fun as it used to be. And perhaps I like it that way because I think it expands my capacity. It trains my mind or my artistic engine to be more powerful and efficient in executing ideas. It builds my capacity to work. The first sessions I tried painting this way, I couldn't work for as long as I would like. It was taxing both mentally and physically. The eye movements, the endless mixing of paint to get to the accurate colors. Accurate as in colors that have the effect that I want. It's a very subjective matter, but I'm trying to deal with it objectively. In the future, I should do a video comparing my old works to my recent works so I can see how my style has evolved. I chose to paint this way not just because I like how it looks, but also of the challenge, it being more difficult. It makes me connect to the act of painting more. I learn more about colors painting this way. I learn more about forms. Every painting is an opportunity for me to learn. What I like about it is it's a very unique style, almost impossible to replicate. It's just that there are real downsides, like it takes way more time and effort, which means less finished paintings. But I'm thinking of switching things up sometimes. Nobody needs to paint the same way forever. And painting like this, I would not recommend anyone, especially beginners, to paint this way. It's already super stylized. It's very niche. If you're a beginner, you may not enjoy it, and painting should be enjoyable for most people. Otherwise, why do it? I also think that when I become competent in this style, if I go back and try to paint, say, a La Prima again, I'm certain that the carryover will be massive, specifically in color mixing. I have to try that soon. I'll do an update on this painting in my next videos.